officially with Spirit of Matter in a blessings, Neptune blessings episode. This is Venus Day, and I address Neptune on a Venus Day as Neptune is considered modernly the higher octave of Venus. So it's a good time to address it. You can also address it on a Thursday, which is the day of Jupiter, as Neptune is being associated as the modern ruler of Pisces. So this is Mercury hour, with Mercury direct in Virgo in the 9th house. The moon is separating from an opposition to this retrograde Neptune in Pisces. And I'm not going to get too much. Well, the ascendant is ruled by Saturn retrograde, which is in Pisces. The midheaven by Mars, which is in Libra. And this Mars is applying to sextile Venus in Leo. Mars being in the 10th, Leo being in the 8th house. The 7th house is ruled by the moon. So, and Jupiter is in the 5th house, 15 degrees squaring Venus. Yes, moon is separating from a trine to Uranus. So, what's the point of these blessings episodes? So blessings, the things under the rulership of a planet, is basically forming a relationship with the planet, honoring the planet, basically basing the planet, blessing the planet indirectly, as well as receiving blessings from the things that are ruled by this planet. This is something that you can do. Preferably, on a good election, you will get the note. The moon will do something with this planet, usually when you feel the call to do so. But this is not a talisman. It is not even so much as strong as a petition. It's a practice that helps you to cultivate relation with the spiritual being of the planet and its earthly forms. So, what does Neptune rule? Neptune rules medicine, drugs, spies, addictions, and people who deal with addictions, mysterious story or mystery writers, shamans, healers, medical professions, as well as psychiatrists, psychologists, and doctors. Crime and criminals, so those who are doing activities that are hidden, the ability to go missing people, mysteries around missing people, and so on and so forth. To some extent, it's one of the planets that is associated for those who have departed, the planet of crossing over, more so than dying. Saturn is dead. Neptune is crossed over to another realm. These are two distinct associations with the process of death, decay, and the afterlife. While Neptune merges the boundaries between worlds, Saturn creates boundaries. This is the end of existing in this form, and that's it. It's the letting go of something, and that's it. When Neptune is more surrendering, and the processes that happen as you surrender. So, for the blessings, I will begin with blessings. People who are doing espionage, people who are doing espionage favorably for humanity, I will bless these people to be acting in favor of themselves and humanity, and to be safe, to be able to be visible and invisible when the timing is right, to be able to surrender to the great vast that is required in order to merge with the information that they need to bring into visibility. And something spreading viral can also be this information, whether through art, through channeling, in a hidden or exposed ways, whether they are whistleblowers or working behind the scenes, so that the work will serve humanity and for them to be safe and for them to be treated well. Okay, um, so I'm blessing the people who are missing to be able to be visible and invisible at the right times for the right people, so that the ability to channel and the guiding that is good for their faith, that is good for um, processing and receiving the experiences that are actually useful for them for a given time, whether it's surrendering when they talk about this, or surrendering to find a place of departedness, for instance, to escape, if they're needing to escape someplace, or if they need to be invisible, if they are missing because they need to be invisible, to be able to maintain that invisibility in favor of as long as it is in favor of their path of their soul, and in favor of what serves humanity. So to bless them that they will be able to be invisible when they need to be invisible, and be found when they need to be found by the right people. So be saved by the right people when they need to be saved, and be invisible, and not just speaking in the language of what I want there to happen is for them to have their good fate incarnated. So for people who are mediums, channelers, and healers, okay, all those Neptune thingies connecting between realms. My blessing is for these people to both know how to ground themselves well, to tend to their feet, to have soil that is rich underneath their feet, that is grown where something beautiful is growing, whether it's crops or trees or forest, to have accessible hygiene, even I'm going to say hygiene, what is to the feet or the body, and energy hygiene through the feet, from the feet up, from the crown down, from the crown up, from the feet up, from the feet down, from the crown down, so that their channel is clear, so that their messages are coming to the people that they need to come through, and so that they see with clarity, hear with clarity, know with clarity, feel with clarity, and connect to the right beings. Okay, so that what needs to come in will come in, and that's it. Okay, what is in benefit to come in will come in, and that's it. So to be able to ground as well. For people who are doing it the profession of healing, whether it's shamanistic, psychiatric, psychologist, and so on and so forth, my blessing is for them to be doing the right thing. For them to be doing the right thing and channeling the right purposes as well, to ground themselves, to soil their feet, to keep good hygiene, in energy and in matter, and for that to be facilitated easily, for them to heal themselves with ease, and for their practicing to be of the how should I say it, of the clarity of the light. Okay, to be of the light, to do the work of the light, whether it's with prescription or non-prescription or energy work, to facilitate the correct type of healing to the people that come to them, and to be able to be both visible and invisible as they need to be in this process. So if they're threatened, if they're in danger, because they give maybe a sort of healing that is not, with the regulation, but as long as it is with light, so that they will be able to do their job in favor of themselves, in favor of humanity, and for the inner motives, to guide them to be cured if needed be, to be healthy, so that they will provide and facilitate um, uh, 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 facilitate autonomy, facilitate autonomy, and facilitate soul underneath the feet of their patients as much as themselves. So soil comes up a lot. Jupiter is in Taurus. It's the sign of soil, a soil, fertile soil, soil underneath the feet, feet that are healthy, or feet that are healthy and hygienic, or feet that are stepping in soil and stepping out of soil, and cleaning the feet and cleaning energetically. If you're stepping into the soil, it's cleaning energetically. Cleaning the feet is kind of preparing the channel, kind of like I recently got the Jesus archetype, and how Jesus is so associated with the feet and the washing of the feet and the pure water, and water come here with purity. Neptune also represents big bodies of water like the ocean, and this is my next blessing. So for big bodies of water, and the whales that live inside the water, the fishes, the whales, the dolphins, the sea creatures, my blessing is to have abundant sea life and clarity of the waters. So to have abundant clarity and abundant ample temperature variance that is nourishing for the ecosystem, to have abundant sea life, and good health for the sea life, and for the people who are working with the wisdom of these animals, to have ships, people who are making ships, to have clarity, to have people who are making ships, the layers around the ships, to have them wrapping the ship and preserving the ship. Here's what I'm saying: wrapping and preserving the ship. So the layering needed. Okay, so the blessing is for the layering of the ships to be intact. Okay, for the layering of the ships to be intact, for the aura to be safe, to be intact. Saturn and Neptune. Okay, Saturn is boundaries, Neptune is permeability. So having boundaries within our permeability to channeling, to the sea, to the waters, to relationships, to energy, to have clear boundaries within the realm of the sea. Okay, so clarity within the realm of the sea. To whomever this may apply, which is all of us in some way, for us all to have clarities within the ample waves of the sea creatures, the temperature of the sea, and to navigate the waters, to be able to navigate the waters safely, in safe conditions, and safely within the conditions that are now arriving. So another thing that Neptune kind of rules and deals with is the drugs themselves, so alcohol, drugs. And here the blessing is for people to reap the benefit of that which in the consciousness altering in ways that are safe for them. So whether it's psychedelic, whether it's having a drink, or having a tincture, which is also an alcohol, or Bach flowers, which are also embedded in alcohol. So for us to be able to receive the healing, and that's it. Okay, to receive the healing of these properties, the healing properties, and that's it. Okay, we're also embedding Saturn and the boundaries. And here Neptune rules addictions. And addictions can be to substance, to prescribed substance, to people, to circumstances, to food, to liquor, to even traveling. And here to be able to facilitate clear boundaries within the parents so that we get the benefits from these practices, and that's it. Okay. And here we kind of get this realization and reality check around all the excess. Okay, because Pisces modernly is ruled by Jupiter, traditionally is ruled by Jupiter, which also rules excess. So to allow ourselves the abundance of Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune, and that's it. Okay, to notice that limitations, even to that abundance, not to go into excess. So that is my Neptune blessings. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. You can come to listen whenever you feel called to, whenever you want to establish relations with Neptune. Again, the beauty that Neptune has to give, which is the ritual, the merging, the artistic, the mediumship, channeling, the healing, the love. Stay with your feet on the soil. Okay, the other polarity of Pisces for Neptune is Virgo, and Virgo is the healing herbs that you put inside the alcohol, the tinctures. It's the soil that you plant your herbs in. It's the basically mutable land. Okay, it can also be the landslides which we had, but it is definitely the rich soil that that is foundational for fertility. Okay, and so the soil underneath our feet is foundational for us to be able to experience the blessings of Neptune, and the blessings of Neptune can bring us when we set intention to this soil, fertile soil underneath our feet, which is my blessing for all of us. So have a lovely Neptune time, Neptune day, and I will be seeing you in another episode. So thank you for watching. It's already moon.